Hey everyone, welcome to another Civilization Sunday brought to you by the Game Vault podcast with Mark Myers, Jenny Aquino, and Tom Schuster. I am joined today with, actually, I should introduce myself. I am Dan Aquino, and I am joined by Mark Myers. Say hello, Mark.
Hello, everyone.
And my lovely wife, Jenny, who is off camera.
And I'm on camera. And
There
now
she
I'm off
is.
camera.
She's there and gone. We have been doing this for a few weeks now. We took last weekend off, but if you've been joining us, our friends at the Game Vault podcast have been very kind to let me stream with them. So thank you guys. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Tom never joins us. He's got better things to do than watch us take over the world.
Like sleeping, which is
Well, yeah,
a
which is important.
perfectly good excuse.
Yeah. So, since we took off last week, I have no clue where we are in the game. But that's okay because Mark doesn't either.
Yeah, we're 111 turns in. Looks like I was sending settlers out somewhere, so we'll see where they go.
And I'm attacking barbarians, it looks like. So, for those of you who have not played Civilization, it's basically a turn-based game where you build up cities, you take over other cities, you develop friendships with other countries, and yeah, you can win in culture, science, religion, or warfare. I think there might be another way, right? Or is it just overall score, Mark?
Yeah, points.
Yeah, we're all scoring. Well, domination is the one you meant by taking
War,
over the
yeah.
or whatever you said, war.
Domination. So that's where we are right now. We had played a campaign earlier where I narrowly missed out on a culture victory. I lost out to Africa, I
No.
think.
Yeah, Nubian Empire.
Nubian Empire.
Country that would be in Africa.
Yeah. So I lost to the Nubian Empire, so kudos to them. And so we decided to do a campaign with 500 turns instead of the 250 from the last one. So yeah, let's just dive right in. And if anyone's on the chat, you gotta let me know because I am terrible at keeping. Oh, it's right there. All right, it's like literally like right in my face.
So just for everyone that usually joins us, I'm usually yelling at Dan to check the chat. I moved the chat box so it's literally, like he said, like right next to his game screen. So no excuses today.
Hopefully, I'll be able to see someone talking. It'd be nice.
Yeah. So if you're here, give us a shout and we'll test Dan.
You're gonna test me?
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough to take over the world and talk with people, by the way.
Well, this is the Game Vault podcast, so you need to get it together.
I know there's a certain level of professionalism that comes with the Game Vault podcast. I hear you.
You can tell us when we figure that out.
Yeah.
Yep, seriously.
So, yeah, as of right now, I think we're just still kind of getting our bearings in. Even at 112 turns, it's a process.
This part of the game usually takes a little bit.
It's still early game.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this part of the game usually goes a little bit quicker through the turns, and then once you spread out, it starts slowing down a lot because there's so much stuff to do
Right.
in your turn.
Yeah, we're still in like early time period.
Mm-hmm.
Can I view the deal here? What's this? Open borders. Ooh, yeah, fun. That's cool. Very good. So I have open borders with the Scythian Empire. Very good. I'll make a deal with Victoria. Open borders. Open borders. Sounds good. What do I have here? Honey. Ooh, I have a honey as a luxury resource.
Hey, honey.
A honey. And some horses.
Very nice.
All right, so I'm just making deals here.
Wheeling and dealing.
Wheeling and dealing, baby.
I like this guy's cheesy smile.
Yeah, he looks so happy.
He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's your buddy.
When I first started playing, I played as Norway. Norway. All right, cool. So how are you looking over there, Mark?
Good. Just, I think I kind of figured out where my settler is going.
Okay. I had a settler. Do I have a settler? I don't know what I have right now.
I don't know if this was this game or last game, but you were chasing a settler.
That was this game. Yep, and I got them. Mission accomplished.
You're lost at the barbarians and you chase them down.
That's right. So I'm looking good as of right now. Let's see. Machinery, construction, mathematics. I'm going to go machinery. Oh, that's 15 turns. I didn't want to do that. I could change that, can't I?
Yes.
How do I do that?
You could just.
Yeah, there we go. I want construction. Sorry. I thought machinery was also 5 turns. Turned out to be 15. No good. We don't want that. Labra. The monument. I thought I had something going. So earlier today, we recorded a few sessions of our hit D&D podcast, Stranger Damies.
Smash.
Hey, you laugh, but we're on the top 50 podcasts according to podcastmagazine.com.
Ooh,
So we're at 25,
nice.
and our other podcast, they called this a movie with Anthony, is at 26. So we're 25 and 26. That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah. My goal is to
Yeah,
get all
that's
3
great.
podcasts from the main Damie on there.
Yeah, and I think it's awesome because I think people actually vote for that stuff.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I usually ask friends from work to vote and not, other people, but I don't really reach out to too many people. You know what I mean? I'm not like sending out group chats. Like, oh, vote for us. So
Right.
hopefully that means actual listeners are voting. I guess it does. Right?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it means we have people that want to hear from us.
Yeah, it's cool. And our social media following is growing by the day. So that's good. We're going to be at 1,000 before you know it.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That'll be amazing.
And
Yeah.
that'll really be like my greatest accomplishment
In life.
in life. Yeah.
Period.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Getting 1,000 followers on our Real Play D&D Twitter account.
What more can you ask for, really?
Right. I mean, especially in this day and age when everything is just so bleak.
Yep.
Yeah.
No happiness.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this is the tip of the iceberg, baby.
Oh, I hate you.
No, but it's fun. We recorded. I'm excited for people to hear one of the recordings today because there was a little bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? There was a little bit of a
Altercation
Oh,
within
yeah.
our characters.
a little bit of clashing.
And I feel like it really fleshed out our characters' relationships more.
Mm-hmm.
It kept it real, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because I was saying, you can't always have it be, everyone's always happy and everyone's always agreeing with each other. It's
Yeah. There's no
'Cause that's not real life.
There's no way if all of us were together all the time, battling constantly and just stressed, that we
Right.
wouldn't be bickering
right.
or
Yeah.
fighting, you know?
That's true, and I think that's important from a storytelling standpoint.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because even if you're best of friends, you're gonna have those days where
Mm-hmm.
you don't see eye to eye on things and you argue a little bit here and there. So I'm just excited to see how it actually sounds, and kind of revisit it. Like, oh yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's a few weeks away.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good for the campaign. Oh, there's my settler. All right, cool. Where am I gonna send this bad boy? I'm gonna.
It'll be the thing that'll make everything better in future campaigns or one shots or things like that,
Mhm.
where if we can have these types of arguments and disagreements as a group, and it not cause an issue, or nobody needs to throw up the X card saying they're uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't think. I feel like we're all friendly enough where, we know when to kind of pull back a little bit and not get too crazy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you know, it felt like that you guys were finally figuring out that, maybe, some people would have difference of opinions because their intelligence stats are a little lower than others.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
and it's funny because we were talking after we recorded, and it's easy to say like, oh, I hope so and so isn't angry, but it's like, well, that's the character. That's how the character should be played, and vice, like how every character reacted should be how it is.
Yeah.
So it's easy to, because I think that's a mark of a good story in itself, where you kind of get lost and you're so immersed in it where you're like, oh my god, I really hope that person isn't angry in real life. When really, I mean, I doubt it. So yeah, that just goes to show you that we're so into our own story that we can kind of get lost in the character.
Right, you're not struggling to be like, wait, what would I do in this situation?
Exactly. Yeah, you're just like, oh yeah, this is exactly how so and so would react, or this is exactly how I would treat this situation. Like, I'm not backing down from something, or maybe I would back down. So that's the part of D&D that no one tells you about, where it kind of challenges you to think as someone else, I guess.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
get into character.
Yeah. Like, it's pretty cool. I think that might be my favorite part. And even if anyone was angry, I think it's really going to play out well in the episode.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully nobody was, though.
Yeah.
No, I think at worst, some people may be uncomfortable.
It's possible.
But that's just, it's the first time it happened, so.
Right. That's true. I have nowhere to send my great person. That's a problem. Okay, who do I have? Hildegard of Benign. He's a scientist. Where would I send a scientist? To a lab, I'm assuming.
It'll light up when you click on them, where you can send them.
Yeah, I don't have anywhere to send him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I guess he's just gonna have to hang for a little bit. I don't have.
Yeah, you'll eventually build something science related.
Yeah. Very good. So I'll... Man, that's weird. How did I get him then? If I didn't have something science related.
Well, you could have been picking up a lot of science points.
Oh, that's true. I have a campus. Wouldn't that be where I would send him?
Y-
Maybe
click on
not.
them, and it should click on them.
Yeah, nothing lights up.
No, click on them, and then highlight where that the bust of him. The first thing that's
Okay.
the arrow, and it will tell you.
Gain 100 faith. This holy site's district. Faith adjacency bonus provides science as well. Must be on a completed Lavara. Oh, that's why. Lavra, sorry. So I don't have that. That's why.
Or there was something else there.
Or
Activate on a
military
military.
land unit. Okay, so that's why. I have to create a Lavra.
A laboratory.
Laboratory? I don't think that's what it is. Is it?
I don't know.
I think it's a special thing for Moscow.
I think he's
Or,
the inventor of bathrooms.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Well,
We have to Google it. See what Google says.
Google's it.
Oh, I forgot to watch our movie this week. That's what I wanted to do. Son of a gun.
son of a gun.
Yeah.
We were too busy looking for furniture again.
Yeah, that's true.
Got
No.
sucked into the rabbit's hole that is Bob's Discount Furniture.
Oh, we went to Ashley's Furniture today.
Okay.
Saw Bob.
Yeah, we
we
visited
saw
Bob
Ashley.
already.
Apparently, we missed out on Bob's free ice cream.
That's
Aw.
right. Yeah, I remember that.
We went to another place and they're like, "Oh, where have you been?" So we said Bob's, and they're like, "Oh, did you get the free ice cream?" We're like, "What?"
Wait a minute.
Hold on just a second.
No one told us about this.
But I think it's because of the pandemic. They're not handing out anything really.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, totally makes sense. But just for a second there, I felt very cheated.
Yeah, that was kind of upsetting. But listen,
It's upsetting.
you got to be safe.
Yeah, we're struggling a little bit to decide where we're gonna buy our furniture from. Everywhere has their perks.
You're struggling.
Okay, well, you're not even thinking about it.
No.
I'm struggling because everywhere has its perks, but then also a downside. So,
It's going to come down to Mark making the decision for us.
That's
Alright.
usually how it works.
Yeah.
no pressure, Mark.
Yeah. Mark, just kind of point somewhere blindly, and then we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Might
And
as well.
that's
Wherever you're fine.
final. That's how it should be. Mark makes the decision, and neither of us can argue.
Mark, I'm gonna send you the most expensive couch. Don't tell Dan.
Oh God.
Yeah, so you just send me the website for Raymore Flanagan, right?
Yeah, we were
I-
joking about that.
I didn't realize it was so expensive because we went to Best Buy to kind of get an idea of how much everything's going to cost us. You know, vacuum. We're planning on getting another TV. Blah blah blah. So and there's a Raymore and Flanagan right next door. I'm like, oh, we should check that out. And Jen just says, no, they're way too expensive.
I'm like, no, we can't.
But I was
They're
like,
nice.
you forget I'm a friggin' baller. All right,
my God.
I could afford anything.
Let it be documented on this stream that Dan's not allowed to be cheap.
Did this
Okay.
person? Oh, here we go.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Cool, man.
Should I build here? Is this good? New resources? Not really. What about over here? This looks pretty
Ooh,
good.
that's a great place.
That does look like a pretty good place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna sally forth over yonder.
Sally Forth.
So how's everything with you, Mark? Since we last spoke
Good.
5,
good.
6
I
hours
was,
ago.
I was what's it called? I figured out how to make a perfectly legal PlayStation 2. So I've been playing some old sports games.
You built a PlayStation 2?
No, I acquired a perfectly legal PlayStation 2.
Ah,
Yeah, Dan. Jeez.
well, that's good. I'm glad that you did it legally.
Yes.
'Cause I would have to
I did-
report you.
I would have
I
to report you.
I did not visit any lairs run by Vim. It is all perfectly legal.
Good. I'm glad you're a law-abiding citizen.
Mm-hmm. Lawful
Yes.
good, that one. That Mark.
Always has been.
Yep. Yep. Oh, Mark, I was going to send you and Tom a picture today. Sorry, I thought Dan was going to sneeze. There was a couch at the furniture store we went to, and it was like an RGB couch.
Oh, jeez.
And it was like the underneath
Yeah.
glowed probably like blue, red, and green, literally. And then there was like a bed frame that also was RGB, and I wanted to send it to you guys and be like, "Do you like our new couch?" But I forgot. I wanted to do it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Some of their Ashley furniture is nice, but some of their design choices were questionable. Like for a really tacky person.
Yeah. I
was
thought it was a
weird.
little more expensive too. I didn't like that.
Their tactic, I know everyone listening is really interested in furniture. Their tactic
Oh,
is
yeah.
to list the price really, really, really high and then say that they're giving you a discount when technically online it's like not listed really high.
Hmm.
It's dumb. But I get it. Whatever works, I guess.
So, let's get back to video games because this is the
This is the old
Game
person.
Vault.
Next, you're going to tell me about your APR and your mortgage.
I was gonna say.
Well, if you want to know. Just
we
kidding.
could go over the latest NPR.
No, he said APR.
No, NPR is the radio.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I know what NPR is.
Jen didn't know.
No, he said APR.
Jen
I didn't say
had-
that I don't know what NPR is.
Poor Jen had no clue
Oh my
what
God.
NPR was.
And we're going to a break.
You're gonna murder me?
Dan comes back with like a bruise on his face.
Are
Jeez.
you going to murder me?
Are you gonna murder me?
So what's the retro game for this week?
Soul Calibur for the Dreamcast.
Ooh,
Dreamy.
that is a good game. I've played Soul Calibur a long time ago.
I realized playing Soul Calibur that Soul Calibur 2 was probably the last good fighting game that I got really into.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really gotten into many since, because I remembered instantly a lot of the stuff with some of the characters in terms of the buttons and all that and the moves.
It's kind of just like a button masher, really, right?
A little bit.
A lot
It's
of
not.
them.
It's not your. Because we were talking about it on the Retro Roulette stream. Um, there's a lot of games that you you got really into when you're younger. Like I was into, Mortal Kombat 2, and Street Fighter 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like figured out fatalities, the moves.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I could, I could probably, if I just saw it written down, be able to do a Hadouken, pretty quickly.
That is a good point, because it'll be like, I'll pick up a new Mortal Kombat game, and I'll know exactly how to do the like ice ball or get over here. It's just, it never really disappears, you know.
Yeah, and remembering get over here and stuff like that. Mortal Kombat.
Hell yeah.
And Soul Calibur was probably, and Power Stone, that Dreamcast era was probably the end.
Oh,
But it
Power
has a lot
Stone.
to do has a lot to do with my friends at the time in middle school, like thinking games like that weren't cool, and all we played was sports games.
I'll tell you what, man. Power Stone is so underrated.
I haven't played it in a long time. I'm for some reason it's taken me a ridiculously long time to download, or I should say purchase these perfectly legal games.
Yeah, sometimes they're very hard to find, Mark.
Yep, and they just take a while to get to me. But I'm gonna get that one, and I've got a lot of the old college sports games because they don't produce those anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm realizing how good the PS2's college football games were for being a PS2.
I wish I could get into sports games. I never could.
Yeah.
I always liked
Well, it's
hockey.
one of the
Yeah.
things like, "Oh, man, are you playing that, whatever it was? You playing that game? Oh man, no, that shit's no good. You play Madden? You play Madden later?
I was terrible at Madden.
Me too.
I
You
was
know.
so
I
bad.
would try to play with
Did I
that.
tell you the story
That
about Madden,
That was
Mark?
my no.
Oh.
You met John Madden?
No, the one time I ever played Madden, it was the first and last time I ever played, and it was for the original Xbox.
Yeah.
So when I was playing, I would play the quarterback, and I would always let the computer catch the ball, because that's what I was used to. Tecmo and all those other games.
Yeah.
The computer would be the receiver until you caught the ball and you could run. So I kept doing that, and my friends kept making fun of me. Like, oh, there's no skill. He has no skill, blah, blah, blah. So I was starting to get angry. And I threw a
You?
touchdown. Yeah. I know, it's impossible to believe, right?
Yeah.
I threw a touchdown, and the guy who I was playing against went over and high-fived the Xbox.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, way to go, Xbox. I just like slammed the controller down and left. I was like, that's the last time I ever played Xbox, or the last time I ever played Madden.
because of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I was fuming, dude. I didn't know any better. No one taught me how to play. I just figured it out. Like, oh, this is how football games are. Well, what do I know?
Yeah, but that was like I would play a couple, games here and there, but it was more, genres I liked, like RPGs and stuff like that. But anything that was multiplayer, like fighting games, and things
Yeah,
like that, just went by the wayside after middle school.
that was my bread and butter, was the fighting games. I was really good at that.
Yeah, I just had nobody playing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was really good at Mortal Kombat. I was really good at Street Fighter. I was like, what else? Well, it's not a fighting game, but GoldenEye, I was really good at. So I'll create a city here. This looks like it's a good spot. Sweet. Tula. Nice. Very good. What do I want to build here? Yeah, that like GoldenEye was one of my favorites, obviously. Yeah, that was my bread and butter, but no one wanted to play that stuff. It was always Madden. I don't know what to build anymore, Mark. I'm just kind of like going.
Yeah, it's sort of early game still for me.
Yeah, I keep forgetting because like we'd be halfway done by now, almost halfway done.
Yeah, we'd have a lot more right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, things take a little longer to build when you play more turns.
Yep. I'll go granary.
Yeah, so I think we'll probably talk more about it on the podcast. But Ubisoft had their little podcast today.
Okay. Anything?
Upcoming. They announced Far Cry 6.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah, which just seems to be a prequel to Far Cry 3, I believe.
Okay, and Giancarlo Esposito is in it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and there was talks of him wanting to play in Marvel, if I read that correctly.
Yeah, he says that that's in his next step.
And I think he would be a good Norman Osborn.
I actually like that.
I think he'd be great. Someone had mentioned Magneto, but I think Ian McKellen was Magneto. I don't know if I could see Esposito doing it. I'm sure he would be great at it because he's such a phenomenal actor. But I grew up with McKellen? Ian McKellen. So he's my Magneto. I don't know about you guys, but
Yeah, I would agree. I guess.
you don't have to agree with me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no,
I
I know it's the what's it called? I can't think of a. I guess it's also the Batman Peter Parker thing.
Sure. Yeah, I know a lot of people said when they were rebooting Spider-Man the first time, like, oh, how could anyone fill Tobey Maguire's shoes? And well, Andrew Garfield did okay. I'm not gonna trash Garfield. I feel like he wasn't really given, anything to work with.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't live up to expectations of the first Spider-Man trilogy.
Yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man has one great scene in it.
Oh, what do you think it is?
It's Gwen Stacy's death scene.
Ooh, it's very comic accurate.
It's the whole thing about that scene, from the way it's shot to the sound effect of her head smacking on the ground.
Yeah. The snap.
It's just such a perfect.
It was shot well. I will give you that.
Yeah.
I agree. I thought the Amazing Spider-Man 2 wasn't as bad as everyone made it out to be.
Yeah.
I didn't love it, but I remember leaving the theater and I was like, oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
Yeah. And then, they just kind of like ruined the Rhino. That was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking there.
Being goofy.
Yeah, that was bad.
I think they were thinking sequel.
Well, yeah, 100%. They were thinking. They keep trying to get the Sinister Six going.
Yeah.
And they keep messing up at the first side, like out of the blocks, I guess. They stumble out of the blocks. Because that's something that, that's one of Spider-Man's greatest stories.
Yeah. Did you play the Spider-Man game?
Oh, for PlayStation? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Very,
that was
very
probably
good.
the best implementation of the Sinister Six.
So far, yeah. I thought you played it, right, Mark?
Yeah.
I thought
It might have been somebody's game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
that. Oh, was it yours?
No,
Yeah.
it was
Oh, it
Mark's.
was yours.
Yeah, it was Mark's.
Oh, it was Mark. That's why I said Mark's.
Well, you said yours, but to both of us.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I wasn't being clear. My bad. The only problem I had with that Spider-Man game was how they kind of took the easy way out with the boss fights, where you would go up against two of them at a time, sort of.
Yeah.
Like you would go up against Electro, and I think Vulture, and then Rhino,
The
and
Vulture was on his
Scorpion.
own, I think.
Oh, I thought they were the same.
No, Rhino. It was Rhino and
Scorpion. Yeah.
And then there were two others together. Electro. One of them was on his own because you went swinging around Rikers, chasing him.
Oh well, that was like an early fight. I think that's Electro. You chase him through Rikers,
Yeah.
and that's when you find out that the Sinister Six has been created.
Yeah.
I remember there was a kid who I worked
Mr.
with
Negative.
who was like so in love with Mr. Negative. He's like, he's got to be the next villain. He's got to be the next villain. I'm like, I don't think he's that popular enough where you just introduce him into the cinematic universe. I mean, he's good. He was a good villain, but he wasn't even the main villain.
Yeah.
Alright, what am I building here? Honey, more honey.
Yeah. It's just they did a really good job with that game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's when you hire competent voice actors
Mm-hmm.
for every role, and you don't try to go too Hollywood with it, you tend to get really good games out of it. That's why
Sure.
having Yuri Lowenthal be Peter, and Laura Bailey as MJ, and, Travis Willingham as Kingpin, and you just go down the list of the talent they had. I forget her name, but Yuri Lowenthal's wife is the cop, Yuri.
Okay.
That's gonna bother me because I think it's. I'll look it up. Well, I have to
Yeah, I think they did very well. Oh, nice little squid there.
Thanks.
I'm looking at the chat, and Jen posted us a very silly octopus. Yeah, I think Travis Willingham was only in it for the Kingpin fight.
Yeah, but
Um,
it's like my theory with any movies and stuff like that. Your movie's only as strong as your supporting actors and character actors you put in it.
Sure.
Because if your two leads are strong and all, but the foundation is terrible
Mm-hmm.
with everyone around them, it's not going to be a great movie.
It's true. I can't find
Yeah.
much fault in that.
Yeah, it's why almost every movie with Stanley Tucci in it is great, or at least close to good.
Oh
He
yeah.
makes the core watchable.
He makes what?
He makes the core watchable.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was really good in that. He's probably the best part of that movie.
Yeah.
He and
So slimy in that movie. It's
who was
great.
the other the character who hated Stanley Tucci?
But in that movie?
Yeah.
Or, oh, that guy is a good character actor too.
Yeah, he was in The Five Bloods.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him some gold. I want Norway to be friendly with me. I'm friends with England. Yay! Can't make an alliance just yet. I'm friends with Scythian Empire as well, so that's good. You friends with anyone, Mark?
I'm friends with Norway, I believe.
Oh, I'm not friends with Norway. I want to be friends with them.
Yeah.
Those are my guys.
First, hate me because I'm probably expanding.
I'm gonna create a
too much for
scout.
them. Yeah, so speaking of an octopus in chat, you guys may or may not have skipped a battle
With an octopus?
that involved Maybe.
Where would we have seen an octopus?
We were just on a river, weren't we?
A lava octopus?
No, a regular river.
Oh, coming back from the island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to spoil too much.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I was like,
I apologize. So there was a possible octopus?
dang. I'm
Maybe.
just missing out on wild shape at additions here.
Yeah, Mark. I mean, you're making Jen miss out on all this stuff. It's a great disservice.
I'm just gonna run back into the nearest body of water and try to find one.
I will admit this. I had set up battles and possible encounters with enemies in it just for Jen's wild shape.
Yes. You know, I was starting to catch on because you were mentioning certain animals that we could have run into, and I'm like, I wonder.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
there's one that I particularly mentioned that you can turn into.
Yeah.
Because I did say you saw it.
Yep.
Is this
Oh,
off?
I wrote it down on one of my notebook pages already.
Is it a shark?
No.
Is it something that we don't know yet?
No, I would have said it. Actually, I've already turned into it.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't wild shaped in a long time. You
I'm
haven't.
trying to think when the last time
Jen,
was.
I listen to the podcast. I would know.
Oh,
All
well,
right.
excuse me.
Unlike the rest of you noobs. So, Mark, we were on your latest Truckin' Thursdays. We were, I was in the chat and you were talking to everyone about getting some new games in. Have you decided what you might be doing?
Yeah, so I still have to figure out. We might need to do test things for doing that Last of Us stream I want to do with Jen.
That'd be fun.
Because Discord does, we might end up, it might end up needing to be a Let's Play. Because when I did the Discord, it recorded the gameplay and all that, but none of the audio came through while
Okay.
I was sharing it on Discord. So
Do you know why?
I don't know. I may have just had it muted and not known. So that's why I said we have to do a test. But we at least figured out that sharing the video. Oh, I gotta get the next turn. We figured out that when we shared the game and video through Discord, Jen can hear the game.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's a step in the right direction.
That's the major step. The next step, which may not be as big, or may be actually bigger, and I just don't know, is getting it so that her voice, the game, and me all come through without echoing or anything.
Okay. Yeah, that would be big. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Settler. Where else could I settle?
Yeah, that's the next goal.
Okay.
Is to have that occur. So that I'm looking forward to, and then if we can figure that out, then we can do the Persona stuff I want to do.
Oh, nice. That'd be good.
There as well. But I think that we'll discuss it. Once you guys get settled in August, if that could just be a Let's Play.
Okay.
Since it's such a long game, maybe committing to, 1 or 2 Saturday or Sundays a month to just go and say, all right, we're sitting down, we're playing 5 hours of this game and recording it.
Wow. Yeah, that's a marathon.
Instead of doing it 1-2 hours at a time every week,
Right.
it would take, let's see, 50 weeks to beat it.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
We don't want to take that long.
Yeah. So we might need to find alternate for that.
I was thinking of...
And also after the first session, if she ends up not liking it, we can just call it there,
Yeah.
That's not a Jen move, is it?
And nothing is out in the world, people.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm thinking... we just downloaded Warzone.
And that was going to be my next thing. We need a new thing for Wednesday because Destiny's not playing with us.
It's giving you a hard
I
time,
don't
right?
get it. I really don't get it. So
So we
annoying.
have that. We have to find out a new multiplayer game, and then I might play that RPG, that Trails in the Sky on Thursdays instead of Trucking Thursdays.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
and just sort of because that has a better chance of bringing in um, an audience
Yeah.
than the trucking does, even though it could be just as boring.
Well, I think if you have a game that has a storyline, something that's engaging,
Yeah,
right? Like this is not very engaging. Obviously, this is just us doing whatever. So
yeah.
if-
This is more so that we can
unwind. Yeah, but I would be open to playing something else on Sunday as well.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. We'll just say Sundays is yours.
Oh,
Um,
that's very nice.
you can decide what you want to do.
Yeah, even if we kind of wanted to double up on Warzone for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Sunday is just I always imagined, a Sunday chill stream is what I always wanted to be called.
Something chill.
Yeah,
Well-
we're just gonna relax, and just
But who wants to chill out on Twitch, man? Right?
well, there
Are there
there's
people like that?
Yeah, do we have to be screaming and doing all that stuff that we do?
I don't want to scream. I'm not much of a screamer. That's Jen's forte.
What?
I was
I
about to
zoned
say
out and-
TMI, and then you just went there.
Oh yeah.
What are we talking about?
Nothing, sweetheart.
All
You're.
right.
I would never besmirch your good name.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I was saying how, this game probably doesn't bring in a crowd either. I have no idea how many people are watching, if any. So if we wanted to be open to doing something a little bit more exciting on Sundays, I'm fine with that. And Mark was talking about how he kind of figured Sunday would be more of like a chill stream. But listen, it's your stuff. This is your guys' podcast, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you what should be done, obviously.
Yeah, whatever you want to do, it's fine. Yeah, you can. It's just whatever makes good content.
Right,
We
and that's
don't-
what I care about is just us making good content.
Yeah, it's just we don't have to. I don't think we're in this to chase the next big thing. Needing to stream out playing the new release of the week.
Sure.
Just that would put me in the poorhouse. But,
That's true. Yeah, it's not easy to just keep buying games.
Yeah,
Unless they're
especially
free.
if we don't have any subscribers or anything.
Right.
If we had an audience that was paying us money every month, then yes, I would figure out a way to do that.
Right. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's everyone's goal doing this is to reach enough people where they can kind of make a little bit of income and give them better content.
Yeah. That's the goal really with Stranger Things. If we ever get, able, it's just basically to improve the setup.
Sure.
Not anything personally.
Yeah,
just-
absolutely.
This stuff we would all first off go into because we're not doing this full time, so
Right.
obviously any money that comes in, we would want to put into stuff that we wouldn't want to put our actual money into, like buying games or cameras or lights or
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Improving
100%.
gaming setups and to make the content better for those giving us money.
Yeah, that's always the goal for us. We want to make our I'm trying to figure out a government here, or I'm trying to get a wild card. Yeah, we want to bring the best possible story and content to anyone, just to take pride in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I take pride in this stuff. I know Jen doesn't. She
Yep.
just kind of does it to do whatever.
Yeah, I hate this.
I don't know what I
We
want.
got our most popular show, Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
That is a good one. I look forward to that probably out of not just because it's my wife, but I enjoy watching her and you die.
Wow.
That's a lot of fun. Um, sorry.
Yeah, I can see how people would get way too into that in terms of getting emotionally attached.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Like getting mad when they get caught and all that.
Oh yeah.
Um,
When Jen first
Obviously,
played,
if you watch any of the streams, that is not me at all.
you're a little bit more low key.
I love Mark. My favorite thing is when we get the exit door open and you're like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I make you
Like, I'm
nervous
out.
because I stand there and you're like, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, Jen.
I like to go, like, I've gotten a lot better at more confident with leaving the exit gate and trying to save somebody, which means a lot to other players. I'll put that out there.
I
Good
guess
teamwork
it's yeah. I
goes
was
a
gonna
long
say
way. That's
maybe.
why people rage when they don't have good teamwork.
Yeah, that's because teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah,
That's what I've
they
heard.
say.
I have heard that.
I love Dead by Daylight.
Mark, you should have heard her, man, when she first got the game.
Oh my god, it was bad.
It was like,
Did my scout die? Sorry.
I don't know where my scout is either, to be honest.
They're together.
Oh, it's
They
up
ran
here.
away together.
They did. They eloped.
Oh, there he goes. Okay.
Aqueduct. Do I want that?
I know my one did that got pretty far north. He ran into some barbarians, but
What do I want to build here? Do I want another? Should I get another settler, Mark? And I'm kind of pinned in the corner here.
You probably
Yeah.
will then want to
Yeah.
expand out of there.
Right.
I'll probably be getting one soon too.
What do I want
That's why
here?
I'm wondering where my scout was.
Faith. I don't know what I want here. Harbor.
Like a lavra. You,
Oh.
know, you could build a lavra.
I saw that. I'm sorry that I didn't. I'm trying to build up production for my one city here. Alright, where am I going to send this?
Yeah, I'm in the center of around my cities is all desert,
Yeah, I have one city that's all desert as well.
so
You guys are
they're
playing.
kind of spread out.
Mhm.
Gonna meet in the
Once
middle.
they join up together,
I don't know where I should send my builder. Where am I? There we go.
there we go. All right, close that off.
Oh, I don't own that yet.
I don't know if that helps.
Oh, I wanted to buy a tile, didn't I? That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, so I like playing. The only thing with the Thursdays, which is really what we have to talk about, is for an RPG like that,
Mhm.
I would need at least one person at least in the chat,
Yeah.
just in case if assholes come in. that
Do you have
try
to defend
backseat
yourself?
game. No, they try to backseat game or
Okay.
you know.
It's easier. I mean, it's easier for me to consistently jump in the chat than it would be to jump on mic, just because,
Yeah.
you know, our living situation right now, we're cramped,
True.
Yeah,
and
no,
it sometimes gets
I-
loud.
that was my only thing with that was if you
Yeah.
play RPGs on any day,
Mm-hmm.
you need at least one mod.
Right. No, I would be happy to. I mean, unless I'm playing, obviously, I'd be happy to
You know.
mod.
Yeah, Jen does. You do enjoy modding.
I just like being in the chat. I like being on
Yeah, 'cause
both.
I
but-
don't trust Nightbot since he went ban heavy.
Nightbot's been put out to pasture.
Has he?
Yeah,
He's
for
not.
the most part.
He's not here.
He's here, but he's been restricted.
Restricted.
Let's put it that way.
So I can look at right here, right? Who's in the chat? So are these actual users?
Some of them. It's rude to call them out, by the way.
Oh, is it? I don't know
Yeah.
the etiquette. Okay.
So you can, I think it's officially called lurking when you're in, you're in a stream and you're not talking, and there's no pressure on anybody to chat or not.
Well,
but
that's fine,
anyone
yeah.
can feel free.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's actually a big no-no to call out lurkers.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not here to pressure anyone into
Yeah. No, I'm just
talking.
saying.
I'm
Because I know you
just-
don't know.
Exactly. I am still a noob when it comes to Twitch.
It would be an innocent thing. I mean, you wouldn't know anyway, but...
Well, no, listen, it's a learning process. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. If you're here and you're enjoying it, that's awesome. If not, we're still glad you're here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We always say, even if you're not in terms of engagement with us, even if you don't like it, just let us know and we could
Yeah,
just be like,
maybe
oh,
try
well,
to
we could try to be
improve.
better.
Right.
We're not going to get better because that's just how we are as people, unfortunately. But you never know. Right?
Yeah, we're just doing this for fun,
Yeah.
and mostly during the pandemic to stay sane.
Oh, my sanity's long gone. I've reached the point. I've had my new job since January, and I've already reached the point of just being burnt out because of everyone ordering so many tapes, and it's like I can't keep up with. This one guy ordered 8 boxes of tapes, 200 tapes,
Jeez.
right? And then he ordered 24 more tapes on top of that. And you're just like, come on, man. You know that you gave us a large order. Can't you just wait till that one's done? So I've already reached breaking point. But the days go by quick. So I'm happy
that's
about
all.
that.
Yeah.
It's really like I get in at 9. I get my day started. Like I clean the machines. I get myself set up. I look at orders that have come in, and then we have a 10:30 meeting, and that usually lasts for an hour. I take lunch at 1:30, and that's an hour. So by that time, I only have like 2.5 hours left to work. So I'm always moving, you know.
Yeah.
I just kind of gave you the breakdown of my day, Mark. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I had my day is weird just because of the restrictions that Philly still had.
Okay.
In that, Friday was my busiest day in terms of showing units and stuff like that, which also happened to coincide with a tropical storm coming through,
Mm.
which just made it fun.
God.
So, it's just normally I'm used to, working in the office and then going back to the office. But now with, the restrictions, we can only be at 50%,
Mm-hmm.
so we could probably all just be in the office.
Right.
But if someone comes in, from the city or anything. So we're just, because my job, I can do it mostly from home.
That's good. Obviously, when going to see places, you can't.
Yeah. Yeah. The main thing is just actually getting all of your work done when you work from home,
Mm-hmm.
and not going, yeah, I can do that tomorrow.
Yeah, because then you kind of get backed up.
Yeah, that's the one struggle with working from home.
Gotcha.
Doing, especially when most of that work is by email.
Right. Yeah, I don't have that luxury, unfortunately, and I'm glad that you don't do that because you get backed up and then it's stress on stress. Hey, do you get stressed out at work, Mark?
Yes. Mainly because, some of our clients are a little needier and don't understand, that it's the middle of a pandemic.
they're just looking out for themselves, really. Which is, everyone in their own right. They have their own problems going on. It's just
Yeah.
it's tough to sympathize now. I think we've all reached that breaking point, where it's just like, I don't care what's going on in your life. I'm pissed off. So now I have to piss you off.
Yeah, like I have clients are going, someone has a deadline for something coming up, and they're worried because the people didn't, do it earlier than the deadline.
Yeah. So it's
And
someone
a lot
else's
of my
problem that
friends,
becomes your problem.
yeah, and the problem just becomes, it's mainly because a lot of my business revolves around money.
Mm-hmm.
So, and money's really stressful right now.
That's true.
Uh, so,
Especially with
like,
people out
I
of work.
get it. It's just, you know, and then people changing their minds on things because they want, you know, they want money orders instead of checks, and then they change that last minute because they want the money order because it's guaranteed to be there and not
Mm-hmm.
bounce. And then I'm telling these people that I told the checks were fine, that you need a money order, and they're going, well, I can't get, and it just becomes a snowball effect that I'm in the middle of.
Right.
Um,
Good point. Yeah, fun times, dude.
yeah, I mean, the fun part of it, and not the fun part because my money goes down. But the great part about my job is it is essentially, it is essentially done by the end of September, roughly.
Right,
And
because then it
then,
kind of goes into a slower season.
then it kind of slows down, and then
Okay.
it's not as stressful, which will mean that unless if my boss absolutely needs me to come in the office, I can just go like, dude, I can do everything I need to do at home,
Right.
you know. But he might just want us physically in the office.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
yeah, I get it. It allows him to keep an eye. It's not so much me. I know it's not me
Right.
that he's making these mandates for.
Right, because you're good at what you're doing. You're fine.
Yeah, I don't.
So I don't know if I told you, the pretty much my day when I get home is I just go on YouTube and watch video game playthroughs. So I've started watching, or actually I finished watching the Mortal Kombat 11 expansion Aftermath. Have you heard of
Yeah.
that?
No.
It's pretty wild, man. It like screws
Yeah.
up the whole timeline.
Oh, the DLC, the King.
Yeah. So that's the one that has RoboCop in it, the
Okay.
DLC, and like Nightwolf is. Was Nightwolf already available? I think he was. But
I haven't played much of it.
it's nuts. I was thinking about getting it, and I'm glad I didn't because it doesn't look like it's a lot of fun. Yeah, and I'll just watch like tournaments and stuff like that, and people just out of this world good. Remember when Jen and I lived in Massachusetts? She had bought. I think you bought me Mortal Kombat 10, right?
Yes.
Or 9. It was either 9 or 10. And we tried playing against people online,
Oh my god, it was ridiculous.
and you couldn't even get a hit in. That's how bad we were. It was out of control, man. I was like, I'm never doing this again because I'm so far behind now. It's crazy because, when you're a kid, you have all the time in the world to learn the moves and just practice. And now that, we're adults, we don't have all the time in the world.
Yeah, that's why I don't care how good I am when I play shooters online.
No, nor should you. That's,
Because I'm like, I'm going to be nowhere close to these people.
I think I still have some skill when it comes to first-person shooters. Like yesterday, I played Warzone for the first time. I was playing with Dave, our friend Dave, and he was kind of just showing me the different game modes. So we played some Battle Royale. We played a couple of, I think like Blood Money it's called.
Yeah.
And I still got it. I'm not great, but I'm okay. I can hold my own.
You still
that's-
have it.
I have. Wait, where am I? It. There we go. The camera's right in front of me, and I don't know how to position myself. Yeah. So I came in third in one battle royale.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm fucking awesome. I only do this stuff when Jen talks. I'm very humble whenever someone else asks me. Oh, I'm okay. I could hold my own. And then when Jen talks, like, I'm the best thing ever.
It's very attractive.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very humble. What am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. Where are my builders? I think I'm out of builders. Son of a gun. Can I upgrade these guys yet? No, I can't. Terrible. Iron. I have no army. Like, someone could just waltz in and take me over. Do you have an army yet, Mark?
Not much of one.
Yeah, I have bowmen and horsemen, and that's it. I took out all the barbarians near me, that's why. You looking at house stuff?
No.
Oh, shocking. I'm very excited for the house, Mark. I'm not excited to spend a lot of money. That's gonna be rough.
That's how it goes, right?
Yeah, I keep wanting to joke around with Tom to like pay for all our stuff. Like, Tom, you got this, right? I need a new bed set. Tom, you got this. Tom's such a good sport. How do you feel about where we are in Stranger Damies, Mark?
I like where you are.
All right. Realistically, how many more
What do you mean?
sessions do you think until we reach our next goal? If we reach the goal.
You
You don't have to say
Well,
if
you-
you don't want to. I'm just curious. Ballpark.
guys. Well, the arc that I have reaches into level 15, so that would be where you guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to do something. That would be the next thing that you guys would be, going towards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've talked about it on the stream before, but we're very, we're on our second leg of our first campaign, and we all kind of came to the agreement that we wanted to see where we could take our characters, because we could have ended it already, like months ago, and we chose not to. So,
Yeah.
do you feel good about that?
Yeah.
You happy
What?
with that?
Yeah,
Well, both
that-
well, Jen and you.
Fine with it now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it's been really fun.
Yeah, I'm glad, because I know we were kind of like on the fence, like, yeah, we could start again, but I think continuing to play as these characters is just going to help us with our second campaign, because now we'll have such a good grasp of the actual how to play, that once we start fresh, we'll just be on a whole other level.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just setting up for something here. That's why you're probably waiting for me.
I have a friend of mine who's messaging me about we were talking about Giancarlo Esposito, and he mentioned how we were talking about McClellan, and he was saying how he hasn't watched any of the First Class movies and if they're worth getting into. What would you say, Mark? At least Days of Future Past, right?
Days of Future Past is pretty good.
Yeah.
And First Class is good as well.
Yeah, that one's not bad. It's kind of hit or miss. Does that have... That doesn't have Quicksilver in it. I think Days of Future Past is the first one with Quicksilver.
Yes, I think that has them in it. Quicksilver.
In First Class?
No,
Oh,
but
Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past. I
Right.
believe.
Yeah, he has the scene where he beats up all the cops.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the isn't Days of Future Past, isn't it the one that they got Ellen Page back for?
Yes, he
Kitty
played.
Pryde.
And
Kitty
they gave
Pryde.
her Kitty Pryde, right? And they gave her a weird power where she could send someone back to the past,
Oh,
which
I
makes
just know
no
she could run
sense.
through walls. Is what I.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they got Halle Berry back as well.
Yeah.
They got everyone back for that. They got they got James Marsden back, Famke Jensen. Well, Patrick Stewart never really left. They even got Kelsey Grammer back to play Beast. He shows up at the end.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, that movie was good, but it made no sense for Kitty Pryde to be the one who sends Logan back because she doesn't in the comics she doesn't have that power.
I guess she, pseudo Scarlet Witch.
I guess, but in the comic, it's Kitty Pryde who sent back.
Oh, okay.
So there's the famous cover art of Wolverine and Kitty Pryde, and there's a big searchlight on them, and in the back there's all the other mutants who are either missing or killed. So
Yeah.
if you look up Days of Future Past, the comic, that'll be like the first thing that shows up.
Yep. Did you guys get kicked?
No, not yet. Did you?
It said that I'm the last human player in the game.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, that's weird. Should we back out and come back in?
Yeah, if you
I'll
want.
save and come back in.
All right, let me save it.
Yeah, I'm gonna save as well.
I wonder if
Just
it's
to
going
be
to kick
safe.
me now. Because it just froze.
Yeah, you. I'll exit to the main menu while you guys fix that. But yeah, it said I was the last human player, and I'm like,
Yeah, somehow I was still in it. Yeah, it looks like I froze.
Yeah, so I'll be ready. But yeah, finishing your thing. I'm just curious that if they do get the X-Men into Marvel somehow, how they'll go about doing it.
A lot of people seem to think the next Doctor Strange movie is going to be their kind of entrance into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, since he's going to all the multiverses. Multiverse? I think it's just multiverse. So that would be a good way to introduce them. But who knows? I'm excited. I hope they...
Yeah.
I mean, they're still years down the road, they said.
Yeah, somebody said, find yourself someone that has as much confidence in you as Marvel Mutant coming out.
What's that?
It was a Twitter thing that was like, find someone that has the same amount of confidence in you as Marvel does about New Mutants coming out.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
Because they just had to delay it again because of movie theaters possibly being closed.
right.
Or if they do keep them closed, they would delay it. They
Yeah.
were talking about what the August lineup or September lineup is like. Bill and Ted and Tennant and
Yeah, they're not much.
yeah.
Sorry
so-
for the delay, everyone.
No problem.
Why
Yeah.
don't
we'll
we
just
take a quick?
Yeah, we'll
We'll
be right
just-
back, right?
We're gonna switch screens and then we're gonna fix. This happened last time. We just
Yeah.
have to fix something on our end,
So-
and then we'll be back.
We'll be back to the exciting adventures of Mark and Dan in Civilization 6. Hey everyone, sorry about that. We're back. We had some technical difficulties, but my beautiful, amazing wife figured it out.
Aww.
So we are back. And we're just going to do a few more turns here. Nothing crazy. We're all getting a little tired tonight. But yeah, so let's pick it up.
All right, yep, I am back. I am
You're in?
starting to raise an army because it looks like Persia is trying to encroach. I told them to not build any cities near me, and they told me to go fuck myself. Essentially,
Ooh, jeez.
so
That's a problem.
their people need land, and who am I?
No, that's true. You don't want to be a jerk.
Yes, I'm like, all right, I'll just build up my army. The rest of your land is over a mountain, so I'll just take out this one city, and then we'll make peace.
Right. Mark, maybe we should just team up and annihilate everyone.
Yeah, we could. I wish we could set it up to where we're near each other.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we could do the true start Earth and just pick 2 countries that are near each other.
That's a good point, yeah. But we haven't done that. We're not smart enough.
Yeah, pick like France and Spain, or France and Italy, or something like that.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. I made another scout. Why did I do that for? I don't remember doing that. Interesting. Are the dogs with us? They are. Oh, it's Brucey Boy. The Game Vault dog, everyone. Bruce. It's my guy. He was very good today while we streamed Stranger Damies. He didn't burst in and out of the room. Oh, yeah, I mean,
That's good.
if he's not being paid attention to nonstop, he's trying to get attention. So I'm very proud of him. Big steps.
Nice.
All right. So we're about, where are we at? 145 now. I just upgraded some crossbowmen.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I don't really have any problems going on as far as I can tell. Is that the Colosseum? I guess someone built it already. Right. Oh no, there's 5 turns left. 4 turns left. Sweet. I don't have anything else going on really. Why are these guys here? Who moved them?
Did your game not save?
I don't know. No, we're at turn 147, right? Right,
Yeah.
Mark? So the game saved somehow.
Yeah, we're at 147.
Yeah. For some reason, my guys are moving. Very strange. I don't like it, Mark. Make it stop. Where am I going to build?
Are you sure they're your guys?
I think so. They're yellow. Alright.
Hover over them, it'll let you know.
Yeah, they're me. It's me.
So I already know what my goal is for next session if we do this again sometime.
You're gonna build up an army still?
I'm building up my army, and I'm just going to take over that one city that they plopped in the middle of my cities.
Yeah. Teach them some manners. I'm gonna build. I'm gonna get a little bit of an army going as well, just in case. I don't really have anything happening, but I don't like only having 3 military units. I don't know why these guys are going anywhere, but whatever. I found a friendly tribal village. That's always good. It's my turn. Where can I build? Get the Coliseum. I'm almost done with that. That'll be fun. Mark, I'll invite you over to watch some fighting.
Nice.
Shrine. I have a shrine going for some reason. I don't remember building that. Something's up. Someone took over our game.
Well, we'll figure it out next time.
So what do you think? We'll get to the my Coliseum being built and we'll call it a night?
Yeah, sounds good.
Nice. Very nice. I have no good resources near any of my... I have some copper, diamonds. I gotta get some iron up in this bitch. Rice, maize. Not great. Science, alright. Military engineering, castles. What is this? Unlock knights. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? I know, I know. Game's waiting on me. Thank you very much. Don't have to remind me.
Yeah, it's just my one thing where I got my one goal in mind.
Yeah, and you're just going towards that goal.
I can keep hitting next turn.
Right. I'm in last place for culture. Science, I'm in 4th. It's not bad. I have a long way to go. Oh, England has declared war on Khmer. If that's how it's pronounced, I don't know. Khmer. If anyone knows the correct pronunciation of this, of this guy right here, let me know. Oh, did I get the Coliseum? I did. Very nice.
Hey.
All right, cool, man.
Nice.
So, what do you think? You want to call it a night, Mark?
Yeah, it's up to you. I already hit next turn, so.
Okay, yeah, it's on my turn now. So, yeah, I think this is a good spot. I just got the Coliseum built, so that'll attract some people. My tourism is shit. I only have 3 per turn. Not great. But, you know what? It's early, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so we'll figure out what we want to do kind of going forward with this. If we want to maybe sprinkle this in with something else, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, like I said, I'm going to leave Sundays to you. Whatever you want to do with it.
All right, cool. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But, yeah, I think we're going to call it a night here. So thank you very much for joining the Game Vault podcast Sunday stream of Civilization 6. I am Dan Aquino with Mark Myers and my wife, Jen. Mark, do you want to plug our stuff before we go?
Yeah, I'll just do real quick, just the podcast, since some of the stuff's still up in the air for the streams. So Stranger Damies airs every Wednesday, strangerdamies.podbean.com. basically just search Stranger Damies wherever you get your podcast, whether it's iTunes, Google Play, we'll find it. Every Thursday is They Call This a Movie. That's They Call This a Movie.podbean.com. Same thing, you can search it, you'll find it on your favorite podcasting place. The Game Vault Pod, which the stream is a part of, airs every other Monday. So we won't have one tomorrow, but we will have one next Monday. So you got another week to play through Soul Calibur before you hear our opinions on it. And that is, just search the Game Vault Podcast anywhere. You can probably just go to the Twitter, which is, Game Vault Pod. I think it's all up at the top of the screen there. We got our names the same for all three. So you can go to Instagram, Twitter, and the Twitch channel, Roll Game Vault Pod. That's the best place to keep up to date as we're changing around a little bit on some of the streaming stuff. So yeah, that's about all I have.
Awesome. Yeah. You can follow me at Diaquino122 on Twitter. What about you, Jen? Where can they find you on Twitter?
I think I'm Roxy Foxy.
There you go. It's tough to remember this late at night.
Yeah, it is.
At Stranger Damies. I think, Mark, you just said that. Yeah, come follow us. Come hang out with us. We're very active on Twitter. So if you want to talk D&D, or if you just want to just talk, we're always around. And so for Mark Myers, Jenny Aquino, and Tom Schuster, I am Dan Aquino saying thank you very much and have a good week.